So we're gonna be trying to find a beaver dam this morning. We're on Gold Mine Road. We're on the Stony Valley Rail Trail in the parking area. So here's some beaver activity, and here is actually the dam, which you can see it's stopping the flow of water right here. And they built this with mud and sticks. Wow, this is really cool. So these beavers will dam this up and then create like a pond, and then they'll use that pond in the winter for a food source, and obviously to build their lodges. We'll try to find some lodges out here. I don't see any in this area, but we're kind of at the beginning. So here's another area with beaver dams. You can see they've impounded this water. So beavers and humans are actually the only animals able to modify a habitat like this. Some call them ecological engineers. When they do create these dams, they do bring in more biodiversity. So you'll see they've done studies, more birds, more amphibians, more reptiles, more mammals want to inhabit a particular area, just strictly due to the habitats they create. So that is one thing that's beneficial. Not everything though is beneficial. They do cause flooding in some areas, and they have to be trapped and removed, as they are a nuisance in some areas. But you can see this girdled tree, and this tree that they started to girdle. More trees, just a lot of beaver activity, but this is kind of old. I'm sure we'll see fresher stuff as we move along. Here's another tree that's been girdled by the beavers. A lot of activity here. All these small stumps. Go out there, we counted 3 beaver lodges. There's a large one right in front of us, then one over back in there, and then behind this dam up here, there's one out there, and I'll show you, zoom out, show you this dam where they backed up this water. A pretty long dam. Actually, this is one of the better dam hikes I've been on. And there's the dam backing up this water, creating this beaver pond. Here's a really interesting tree that's been girdled, pretty fresh. You can see the shavings all around by the beaver. Castor canadensis is its scientific name. So here's another lodge. Beautiful views of the mountain behind it, and there's a big lodge up here. I'm sure we'll get closer to as we walk along the beaver pond. So beavers are the largest rodent species we have here in Maryland. I believe the largest rodent species in North America as well. They have ever-growing incisors. So to keep them sharpened and to wear them down, they keep on having to obviously chew wood and plant material, which is what they eat. They eat the inner layer of the bark called the cambium, and they're just, in my opinion, just a really cool species. So beavers are nocturnal. It's not likely we will see any, but you see the evidence of them all around. I have seen a few in Maryland and Pennsylvania. So out there is that larger lodge. They built it deep, and there's actually a bald eagle, an immature bald eagle flying away. I don't know if I'm capturing it on video, but there's some bald eagles out there. But they'll actually build the dam deep enough so that if it ices over in the winter, they'll be able to access it, and they'll be able to get food as well. So here's more shots of that beaver lodge. We did see some bald eagle activity. A lot of Canada geese out there. Like I said, a lot of waterfowl will use these beaver ponds. And there's that lodge, the biggest one we've seen so far, in the middle there. So we're towards the end of the beaver pond. There's a lodge out there, and some good shots of the entire beaver pond. You can see the big pond, the big lodge down there. Just a really, really cool area. So beaver trapping up here is prohibited, just saw on the sign. You can trap them in other areas, but not here. So about a 1.5 mile hike. You can either take the rail trail and then hop off it to get down close, or what we did is we just got to the beaver pond right away and then walked the length of the beaver pond. So a little mucky, had to bushwhack a bit, but it wasn't too bad. But like I said, this is a pretty interesting hike if you like wildlife like we do. Come check out this big beaver pond, dams, and lodges.